Any other questions at this point? Yes?
Which brings out narcissistic abilities in people.
Narcissistic abilities, like superpowers. I could be a dickhead now. How do you know if somebody's cluster B or traumatized? That is a good question. Okay, there is a type of person who will look like cluster B who is not. This is somebody with CPTSD. Do you all know what that is? Yeah, not losing anybody. Who has an excessively activated outer critic. The outer critic is activated, and the person with CPTSD who is, say, a victim of war, or they have become a drug addict and were traumatized through the experience of their drug addiction, can start to be, for want of a better term, a bit of a dickhead. They're disrespectful of boundaries, they are rude, they will be controlling, they can look psychopathic even at times, but actually what is happening to them is that is their emotional flashback that is occurring. If they are open to it, and they should be if it's just CPTSD, then if you reduce the emotional flashbacks, all of that goes. It just dries up, it's completely gone. If they are refusing treatment or they don't think there's anything wrong, at that point I would start to say, okay, you might have a cluster B personality. It's a really tricky issue, this, because they go very, very hand in hand. Is there anything you can do to protect yourself from a cluster B? It depends. What I would advise, like if you're a client of mine, is I would say, okay, let's look at the situation you're in. Are you in a weak position or a strong position? What is it that they can do to you? What can you do about that? Most of you, if you're thinking about it, you'll see that you're in a weak position in relation to the cluster B. Financially, job, house, something. They've got a big stick that they're holding over you 9 times out of 10, because if they didn't, you wouldn't put up with as much as you put up with. So it then becomes a question of triage. What can I stand? What can I lose? What can I gain? And dealing with your own emotional flashbacks. So you would need to look at what this person can do to you and what the significance of that is, and then you have to move into the awful realm of managing contact with a cluster B personality. That's very, very testing. You have to know yourself inside out, and you have to be a black belt ninja at everything I'm going to show you today to not go crazy under those circumstances. You've got to be really good. But you can do it. I'll give you the tools to do it, and it will make life easier for you. I think I'll get started with the seminar proper, because we've got most people in.